So, just in case I finish episode 2, I decided to... Cannot talk. I decided to install episode 3. Just in case, you know, to have it ready. And I saw that on the... I don't even know what you call it, but on the title menu of episode 3, Kosaka Senpai is the cover. So, I think I know what's next, and I am looking forward to it.
パレット注意事項だよ。9それ続きからだよ。ロードするよ。ロードしたよ。寝るの？
Guys, I was told in the last episode, shout out to Mr. Byte 2K, that I actually went with the bad end by giving her away. I thought I was doing the right thing. Can't say I'm disappointed about it though, just a little bit, because I really thought I was doing the right choice. Although, look, sister brother stuff, not right? But I thought I did the right choice. But at the same time, I'm glad that is the bad end, because first of all, brother and sister, right? And I wanted to get the bad end out of the way first. May as well. I mean, yeah. Phone keeps going off. Oh, there's something else that I wanted to bring up since I mentioned Mr. Byte 2K. It reminded me of a topic that I've been meaning to talk about. So, I've been told before... Okay, let me go back. I have this habit of every now and then somebody comments something or I want to give a shout out and I put up people's, you know, usernames on the videos. If you are the type of person that does not like the attention, please feel free to let me know. I will not take it any offense at all. I will actually be really very happy to oblige if you don't feel comfortable having your name out there like that. I've had this habit of doing that, and one time one of you guys were like, so far, I don't even know how many people, but that I can remember, I've been told before, like, hey, I would appreciate if you kept me anonymous. And I'm like, oh, yeah, my bad, you know, my fault. Like, I didn't even sit and think about if you guys were even okay with that. So I apologize if I had put up your name on the video without asking or saying anything. Although I'm not sure how I could ask, but from now on, going forward, please let me know if you guys have something to say and you want to keep it anon. Let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to throw you up in a video randomly, maybe, depending on what was said and blah 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 blah, or what I find interesting, which can be many things. But anyway, if you're not new here, welcome back. Welcome back either way. If you are new here though, please consider subscribing and hitting that link. I would really appreciate it. And I'm feeling a lot better today. Today was a pretty good day. Anyway, let's get started.
悪い。起こしちゃったか。
ずっと寝たり起きたりしてたから。
なんだ。
ずっとそばにいてくれてありがとう。
それくらいしかできないからな。
もっとそばに来てほしい。
ああ。いいよ。
I sit down next to the bed and hold Soda's hand like I used to when we were young.
ずっとこうしててやる。
違う。
Oh! Pouting Soda yanks my hand forward. She then lifts the covers. She wants to sleep together. In other words, I can't refuse her. Soda scoots over to the edge, making room for me. I clamber under the bed and lie down. The moment I'm settled, Soda wraps her arms around me.
一緒に寝るの久しぶりだね。
This would be so wholesome if it weren't for the fact that they're siblings. No, like genuinely though, because I really like Soda's character. She's great. But if you remove that, I would ship that so hard. So hard. I love Soda.
そうだな。何年ぶりかな。
お兄ちゃん。
Soda leans in. Oh. We share a kiss. After a few seconds, Soda pulls away and sighs.
夢みたい。お兄ちゃんとキスしちゃってる。
A bad one.
夢じゃない。
もう一回してもいい？
ああ。
おやすみ、お兄ちゃん。
おやすみ、空。
Sora closes her eyes, her arms still around me. I stroke her hair and let myself relax as well. We actually kissed. What the fuck? We did something we can never take back. But I don't mind, he says. As long as I can keep Sora happy, I don't care about anything else. At least this way she... Finish that thought! I did not finish the thought. Wait. Wait! Is this what I think it is? Oh. 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 It's the dots of freakiness. Oh.
ごめんね、お兄ちゃん。
Oh man. Oh man.
いつも迷惑かけてごめんなさい。いつもわがままばかり言って困らせてごめんなさい。でもこれで最後だから。
Wait.
ごめんね、お兄ちゃん。ごめんなさい。ありがとう。
Did she just disappear?
Kakeru?
Ah. Scared the crap out of me. That actually scared me. When I wake up, my mind is foggy. The distinctive plushy outline of Sophie enters my blurry vision. Is that my sleep paralysis demon? Oh no, it's just a floating pushy. Pushy? Pushy. What time is it? 2 in the morning?
なんだよ、こんな深夜に。
なんだよじゃないでしょ。アンブロシアが完成したから持ってきてあげたの。
何？
寝起きの悪い男ね。空はどこ？
Oh no, 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 bro, that is crazy. What?
空って？
Yo.
あなた大丈夫？
Oh, 大丈夫じゃない. What do you mean? Oh my god. I jumped in my... I remember now the Ambrosia. Sora.
完成したんだな。
ちょっとあなた。
え？なんだよ。
下半身丸出しじゃないの。
And she saw you too. No. Oh, this is really a bad end.
悪い。
I really put my underwear pants back on. Why the heck did I take them off?
まったくもう。空は？
Oh my god. So you say yes to incest and it still doesn't work out. Yo, this may probably be the worst possible bad end in this game. Right? This has to be. Because first of all, I love Sora. I mean, if you love Sora, I think you would agree. Very, very, very much so. Although, I don't think she's my favorite character. Actually, I don't know yet. You know what? Let me finish the entire game and then I'll be able to tell you. But yo, this is actually insane. I've never been more baffled in a series or title before like this.
え？
どこにいるの？
どこって？
I turn back to the bed, but Sora is not there. She's not on the bed.
空！
I shout her name, but there's no reply. I scramble off my bed and turn on the lights. I run into the living room and I check the bathroom, but she's not here. She's not anywhere. Sora is not here. It's only when I look at the entrance that I realize Sora's shoes are gone. I run back to my living room. Start turning the whole place inside out. It's not here. Sora's bag isn't here.
空がいない。
出て行ったみたいね。
出て、どうして？
失敗したわね、カケル。
え？
あなたさっきまで空のこと忘れていたでしょ。
忘れ、いや、ただぼーっとして。
違う、寝ぼけていたんじゃない。あの子一人で消えることを選んだみたいね。
Ho ho.
そんなはずは。 そんなこと言うなよ。
Growing hysterical, I pick up my phone. I quickly unlock it and start flipping through my contact list. It's only when I'm about to press the call button that I realize
操作できる。
so those powers aren't affecting me anymore. But then she must have regained control of them, right? That has to be it, right? Panicking, I press the call button and the phone begins to ring. Ring, ring.
空、出ろ。早く、空、
Ring, ring.
空、
Ring, ring.
出ろ。出ろ、出てくれ。空、出ろ。
Ring, ring.
出ないわよ。あの子はもうあなたの声には応えられない。
言うなって言っただろ。
Still holding the ringing phone in my hands. Hon? Why'd I think book in Japanese? I don't know. Phone? I guess I see it. In my hands, I run toward the door. Wait for me, Sora. I'll be right there. I'll save you. I won't let you disappear alone. I swear. Oh, buddy. Put on my shoes and unlock the door. I'm on my way, Sora. I grab the doorknob. I'll be right there. Just give me a minute. I
なんだっけ。
stiffen up, my hand still on the doorknob. Feels like something just vanished. There's this vague feeling that something's missing. But I can't tell what it is. Just like that. All that's left is a keen sense of loss. What?
今、何しようとしてたっけ。
No, this... I haven't played the whole game, but I feel and I want to believe that this may be like the worst route. Not only because Sora disappears or whatever, but literally the incest part. Like this is seriously crazy. This is wicked writing. Not the worst that I've seen. And when I mean worst, I mean not the darkest, not the craziest, but this is probably somewhere up there for sure in the upper levels. Not the most, not the craziest, but somewhere right under the craziest, I'd say. This is pretty wild. I've never seen anything like this before. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm like, right now.
ソフィー、俺、何を。
What do you mean, what am I? I turn around. Sophie watches me expressionlessly. She just hovers there looking at me
間
quietly.
に合わなかったわね。あなたはもう決して思い出せない。あの子のことを決して。
あの子。
Yeah, heck's nah. I don't understand, but I get the feeling she was precious to me. In fact, she was the most important person in the world. She was... Who was she? She's vanishing. No matter how hard I try to remember, I can't. She's disappearing. And as every trace of her vanishes, I lose my treasured memories. I swore I'd never forget her. She's the most important thing in the world to me, and yet my memories of her are fading away. Stop this. Please don't go. These memories are too precious to lose. I can't remember them, but I know how dear they are to me. Please don't disappear. Please, stop. Anything but this.
やめてくれ。
Dang, that's tough. And Sora is in a purgatory, hell, heaven? Like, what is
さよ
this?
うならお兄ちゃん。
Oh my god, the goosebumps, man. Wow. Dang, I gotta take a breather. That was pretty crazy. I feel really hot right now.
お兄ちゃんの恋人にしてほしい。セーブ画面だよ。セーブするよ。セーブするよ。セーブしたよ。
Dang. Just dang. The incest. Her disappearing anyways and him forgetting her. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Insane. Insane. Sorry guys, I'm gonna skip. Hope that's okay. Sorry, Soda.
できない。
Soda's eyes go wide, but she quickly gets over her shock and puts on a brave face and a self-depreciating smile.
そうだよね。ごめん。気持ち悪いよね。
そうじゃない。
いいよ。ごめん。忘れて。ってどうせ忘れちゃうか。ごめん。
ふざけんなよお前。
Dang. Soda shrinks back at the anger in my voice. I grab her by the arm and glare at her.
どうせってなんだよ。消えちゃう前にってなんだよ。なんで消えること前提にそんな話してんだよ。
だって。
Soda looks away. Tears are spilling from her eyes.
私迷惑しかかけないし消えちゃった方がいいって。
んなこと思ってねえんだよ。
Her shoulders tremble. I don't think I've ever truly gotten angry at Soda before. But right now I'm furious.
それでお前が元気になるなら、頑張ろうって思えるなら、なんだってしてやるさ。けどな、なんだよ、どうせ消えるって、消えちまう前にって、最後の思い出のつもりかよ。ずっと隠してたことを、胸に秘めていたことを、そんなつもりで口にしてんじゃねえよ。お前の大事な大事な気持ちを、そんな後ろ向きな考えで口にしてんじゃねえよ。そんなの聞いてやれるわけねえだろうが、叶えてやれるわけねえだろうが。
Mr. Bite, I think I'm understanding.
そういうことは、そういう大事なことは、
Okay.
元気になってから言え。そうしたら考えてやる。
Which is still a no, by the way, but we're just gonna tell her that.
それって頑張ったら恋人にしてくれるってこと？
無理です。
だからまた改めて言え。その時考える。
何それ。嘘でも恋人にしてやるってそう言ってよ。
お前に嘘はつかない。
もうついた。何でもしてくれるって。
Guilty.
だから言ったろ。お前が頑張ろうと思ってくれるなら、前向きになってくれるなら、何でもしてやる。
That's true, because as we just saw, he gave her that wish, and she still was like, alright, later. Like, bruh.
けど後ろ向きな願いは、俺の記憶が消えること前提の願いは、断固として断る。
The way he said that, it's like he knows that if he does give her that wish, she's gonna choose to disappear anyway. That's interesting. Or maybe that's just how they wrote it on purpose. Because, you know. Man, even more reason why getting the bad ending was totally the move. Oh, and I want to take a moment to say thank you guys for being careful with spoilers and for letting me just mess up on my own and do my own choices and all. This has been super fun. And I hope you guys have been having a good time as well.
何それ。何それ。
ほら言え。やけくそなこと以外なら何でも聞いてやる。
Oh, I didn't even think about it that way. Oh my god. Never let me choose again.
お腹すいた。
よし。
I pat Soda's head and jog to the kitchen. This is adorable. I drop a slice of bread into the toaster and wait until it's toasted just the way Soda likes it. Then I grab the toast, put it on a plate, and head back to the living room. Soda looks up at me as I set the plate down in front of her, then grabs the toast and scarfs it down without even putting any jam on it. Sniffling, she wipes away her tears as she chews.
空、
うん、
今のは聞かなかったことにする。でも忘れたことにはしない。全部終わったらまた言ってくれよ。その時はちゃんと俺も真剣に考えて答えるから。
She's so cute. Nodding, Soda looks down at her plate. After a few seconds, she returns to her half-finished piece of toast. At first, I was worried I'd messed up everything when I started yelling at Soda, but in the end, I think I made the right call. Soda may not have cheered up precisely, but she at least looks like she's willing to try. Thank God. A feeling of relief flows through me. Finishing her toast seems to have given Soda her energy back as she snatches the glass of milk I bring her and downs it in one go. She slams the empty glass down on the table. Dang, why are you so aggressive with it?
寝る、なんかだるい。
Or ashamed of yourself.
ああ、おやすみ。
おやすみ。
Soda flops down onto my bed and pulls the covers up over her. Oh, she's embarrassed. She still sounds a little desperate, but at least there's life in her voice now. I think she's going to make it. There we go. You guys notice how in the other choice he didn't seem sure of it? Like about anything at all. Rightfully so. Smiling, I take her plate and glass to the sink. Soda is such a cutie patootie. She's such a dummy. Since I already washed the dishes, I may as well do the laundry too. But just as I'm going to the bathroom, I remember Soda doesn't like letting me touch her dirty clothes. Especially her underwear. Guess the laundry will have to wait. I return to the living room to find Soda in the same position she was when I left. Her breathing is measured and even, but I get the feeling she's still awake. I plop down beside the bed and pull out my phone. It still does not work. I at least kept Soda from disappearing, but her powers are still out of control. I managed to prevent the worst from happening, but we're hanging by a thread. She wants a romantic relationship with me. The erosion of her stigma caused her so much emotional distress that she ended up leaking her biggest secret. A wish she's kept hidden all this time. If I knew that my superpower was gonna give away but my deepest, darkest, most embarrassing secret ever, I think I'd rather die. I told Soda I'd think about it, but to be honest, I'm not really sure what to do. I pretended to act calm in front of Soda, but in truth, I'm pretty shaken. Of course. What do you do when your sister says she's in love with you? That is a really good question. For the rest of the day, Soda kept falling asleep, waking up, then falling back asleep again in 1 hour cycles. It seems using her power constantly like this is wearing her out. In retrospect, I should have realized that a while ago, but I didn't make the connection until I saw her stigma show up on her body while she slept. Man, I can't forget either how, or what? Or I can't get over the fact that as soon as they were done being all freaking and stuff, Sophie pulls out. She sees his dick, and then she's like, "Hey, I finished your antidote." That's such a knee slapper, bro. I'm gonna read this again. In retrospect, I should have realized that a while ago, but I didn't make the connection until I saw her stigma show up in her body while she slept. The main reason she broke down this morning was because she learned her powers were starting to affect me too. But I imagine part of it was also that she's just physically exhausted. Still, she's holding out for now. On. She's even had lunch, though all I could make was some instant ramen I had in my pantry, so it wasn't what you'd call nutritious. I don't think she'll give up on her own accord anymore. She's fighting with everything she's got. As the sun is setting, Soda finally breaks out of her cycle and gets up.
ずっと寝てるとこのまま消えちゃいそうな気がする。
How did you come to that conclusion? She grabs one of my manga, climbs back into bed with it, and starts reading. But she seems to be having a hard time concentrating on it. Chances are, now that she's had time to calm down and think about what she said a few hours ago, she's feeling embarrassed about it. She keeps shooting me what she probably thinks are covert glances from over the pages. I could just pretend I haven't noticed, but there's one thing I need to apologize to her for.
空、
何？
今更なんだが、ゴーストへの能力解除した方がいいな。
Oh, hold on. Huh? I had understood that when she used that big energy thing of power or whatever, making her disappear, I thought it was just like a one thing and done, and then now she has like these side effects. But I didn't know it was something that she was like still controlling even now. Cause he has Ghost on hold? She has Ghost on hold? What? Did I not read right or something? Did I miss it somehow? Maybe I just didn't understand.
What?
Sora looks up from her manga and stares blankly at me.
悪い。ほんと今更だな。お前に一番負担をかけていること、今の今まですっぽ抜けてた。お前は分かっててそうしなかったんだろうが、あいつのことは俺が何とかしてみせるから。
She's had her on hold this entire time. You're telling me we could have avoided all of this? Brother.
そうしたいけど無理なんだよね。もう力の使い方がわからない。
わからない？
制御できないっていうか、アーティファクトに見限られちゃったっていうか、もう私の手を離れちゃってる。解除したくてもできない。
そっか。もっと早く気づけばよかったな。遅すぎた。
私のことが心配すぎて、あいつのことなんて忘れてた？
忘れたわけじゃないが、なんとしても空のことは忘れないぞって、そればっかり考えてた。
Sora tries to sound uninterested, but I see the corners of her lips turn up ever so slightly before she looks back to her manga. I try to act natural. I have to or I won't be able to make small talk like normal.
さ。
And that's when Sora starts talking about the feelings she's bottled up for all these years. Wait, what? Okay.
開き直って全部言っちゃうけどさ。
Oh.
ああ。
私、お兄ちゃんのこと、ほんと好きなんだよね。
I'm trying to remain calm, but every time I hear those words, I feel my heart give a little flutter. Thank God, Sora's looking at her manga and not me. She probably doesn't have the courage to face me right now. She keeps her back turned to me and
い
continues.
つからとかきっかけとかわかんないけど、でも恋とかそういうの理解できるようになった頃にはもう好きだった。クラスの男の子とか全然興味なかったし、1回か2回か告白されたことあって、付き合っちゃえとか周りに煽られたこともあったけど、無理って感じだった。サッカー部のキャプテンとかさ、野球部のエースとかより、私は私のお兄ちゃんが良かった。でもさ、キモいって分かってたからさ、必死に隠してた。バレないように。お兄ちゃんにも誰にも。
I love this soundtrack.
でも
The manga falls from her hands. Finally, she turns to face me.
お兄ちゃん、なんとなく気づいてたでしょ。やっぱりバレてたか。
いや、
私のアルバム見たでしょ。
いや、
めっちゃ動揺してんじゃん。見てんじゃん。
いや、見てない。見なかった。
見てない。見なかった。社長。
いや、見てんじゃん。絶対見てんじゃん。
絶対に。
いや、旅行とかの写真だと思ったんだよ。あんな内容だと思ってなかったんだよ。
あんな内容ってやっぱ見てんじゃん。
悪い。
Sora buries her face in the pillow and thrashes her legs. That album is Sora's darkest secret. It's just a plain old photo album, except that every single picture in it is of me, and only me. I stumbled on it a long time ago.
しっぱなしにした私も悪いけどさ、なんで妹のアルバム勝手に見るかな。
いや、だから家族写真だと思ったんだよ。旅行行ったろ、あの頃。
アルパカ可愛かった。
そう、お前写真撮りまくってたからそれかなって思ったんだよ。
そうですよ、撮りまくってましたよ。動物とお兄ちゃんの写真を。
みたいだな。
An awkward silence descends. She's right, I've suspected for a long time that Soda was in love with me. But since she worked so hard to hide it, I thought it'd be better to pretend I hadn't noticed. I thought she wanted to protect our bond as siblings. So I never told her about finding that album.
もうさ、全部言っちゃうけど。
ああ。
あれはさ、現像できるやつなんだよね。
Whoa, how many photos did you take?
現像できるやつ？
自分でもどうかなって思って現像してないのあるんだよね。
She's adorable.
なんか強烈な一枚があるのか。
Oh.
一枚じゃない。
Oh, wait.
何枚くらい？
数百枚。
数百枚？
寝顔。
Oh, okay.
寝顔。
Wait. Asleep? I just got that.
お兄ちゃんの寝顔。
Okay.
俺の寝顔？
That was kind of scary.
隠し撮りしてたの？毎日？
毎日ではないけど、スマホ買ってもらってからできる限り。
お前もしかして
うん。
うちに泊まりたがったの増やすためか？寝顔コレクション。
はい。
Oh. Does that mean she took some in some of the previous videos or times where she was sleeping over? She was sleeping over a lot in this episode.
ちょっと。
Hmm.
引いてるよね。
I don't know. I wouldn't call it disgusting, but it's kind of creepy.
気持ち悪いな、お前。
そんなはっきり言うことないじゃん。
I mean, you did it to yourself. Soda shoots up into a sitting position and glares at me. I guess that was a bit blunt.
全
However,
部受け止めるつもりだったが、想像を超えてたわ。ドン引きだわ。
まあ仕方ないじゃん。そういうやり方でしか何
huh?
そう欲求満たせなかったの。てかさ、お兄ちゃんだってあるでしょ。私の下着使っていかがわしいことしたことあるでしょ。
ねえよ、ふざけんな。
私はあるけどな。
あんのかよ。全部話せ。もうこの際全部話せ。隠してたこと。
おいよ、話してやるよ。もうやばいな、全部話しちゃったけど。
Oh, that was the worst too. Okay. Okay. And so we spend the rest of the evening getting real. Aside from this one little thing. Okay, fine. This one big thing. I always thought Soda and I were so tight that we didn't hide anything from each other. But you know, I think this is the first time we've truly laid everything bare to each other. We talked for hours, late into the night. So it tells me all the crazy stuff she did to try to suppress her feelings for me, including writing a passionate love letter to me and then tearing it to shreds. Apparently the reason she always wanted to take baths together was that she's been holding out hope that I'd fall for her the way she did for me. Basically, she tells me a bunch of her embarrassing stories. Hey! And in return, I'm honest with her as well. I admit to her that seeing her naked does turn me on a little bit, okay? She yells at me and calls me a deviant, but I can tell she's kind of happy about it. Oh my god. Wow, it got really real. And I'm not trying to be judgmental. I really do like that they were very honest with each other. See, one thing is being honest, and another thing is actually acting out on these desires, right? At least that's what I think. But the fact that she was actually trying to get over them, move past it, I think that's a really good sign. Because if she was just simply being creep and like not trying to, you know, get over that, then that's a whole different story, right? At least that's what I think anyway. Gotten pretty late. So yeah, it got real. I like that. I actually really respect that. You know, they're trying to work through it together, to move on. Like, I get it. All right. I respect that. I really do. Kept it up right through dinner. Just reminiscing, thinking about all the crazy crap we'd ever done and telling each other about it. After a while, we ran out of stories and confessions, so we started talking about the movies we'd seen recently or the manga we were reading. It was just pointless small talk, but we couldn't stop ourselves. Maybe it's our way of making sure we never forget about each other. This is so incredibly wholesome. I love this. Even though it was very embarrassing and weird. For a sec, I love this. But now it's gotten late and Soda's blinking and rubbing her eyes. She never says a word about being tired though. Her situation is precarious enough as it is, and Soda's afraid that if she goes to sleep, she'll disappear while she's unconscious. Is that what happened in the bad end? Like when she was saying, you know what, I'm gonna dip, I'm gonna head out. Was she asleep? She was not, right? She was totally not. Which is why I'm not suggesting she go to sleep either. The clock ticks midnight, but neither of us is willing to sleep. We munch on some late night snacks in silence. Which is great, because little do they know, Sophie, our Lord and Savior, Sophie, is going to come in with an antidote, and we're going to have a very happy ending to episode 2. At this point, we've both run out of things to say. Trying to fill the silence, I put on a movie. We don't talk much during the movie, only occasionally commenting on something happening on screen. Time slowly slips by. 2 a.m. Our Lord and Savior comes in through a dark dimensional transcending of time portal. Come to think of it, neither of us has taken a bath yet, yo. But it is way too dang late for me to think about cleaning the tub. Soda gets up to take a shower anyway, saying she wants to wash off the drowsiness. But before she can head to the bathroom... This is the good end after all. Oh, yes. Sophie appears in a starburst display of purple light. Same needlessly flashy entrance as always. She made it in time? Wait, that means... Sophie, I love you.
アーティファクトの契約解除できる薬だよね。
ああ、そうだ。もう心配しなくていいぞ、ソラ。よか
った。
The strength drains from Soto's limbs and she slides to the ground. She did it. She held out. I'm so happy I want to hug her, but given the recent developments, it suddenly feels awkward too. While I'm hesitating like an idiot, Sophie unzips herself and spits something out onto the table. That's the color she is for episode 3. Yeah, interesting. I feel like the colors of Sophie for each episode is not random. For some reason.
汚くないわよ。失礼ね。念のために2本持ってきてあげたわよ。これが。
Soda reaches out for one of the vials and stares at it intently. The glass cylinder is filled with an amber-colored liquid. What the freak is this? This straight up looks like a pipe you use to smoke weed. So this is ambrosia. Ambrosia. The miracle drug that can cancel a contract between an artifact and its user. Soda won't have to disappear. I'm so glad.
これって飲めば。
Soda nearly drops the vial. Are you dead at right now? A thick needle sticks out of one end of it. A thick needle sticks out of one end of it. I could have sworn that wasn't there a second ago.
まさか。
Oh no, I hate injections. I don't like injections.
そうね。針の逆側にボタンがあるでしょ。体のどこでもいいからその針を刺して押すだけ。そっか。注射か。こんなぶっとい針を。心配しなくても体に傷はつかないわよ。
She gets the fear. She gets it.
そうなの？
She's lying.
その注射器、アーティファクトの力の応用なのよ。つまり肉体ではなく魂に刺さる針。
ああ、ゴーストのあの槍と同じか。
Still gonna hurt though.
そう、痛みはあるけれど、肉体は傷つかない。魂に直接アンブロシアを注入する。
That's a very fancy looking injection thing. That actually looks so sick.
飲んでもいいんだけど、その方が早く効くの。
それで仮死状態になるんだよね。
She actually dies.
少しの間眠るだけよ。ただ
Okay. Sophie throws off. The two of us tense up slightly.
このアンブロシアはこちらの世界の人間に合わせて調整はされているけれど、あくまでも1000年前の人間なのよ。
Oh.
以前よりもあなたたちの魂の力が劣化している可能性がある。つまりこれでもまだ強すぎるかもしれない。
I hope not.
霊薬を使っても、ソラ、あなた死ぬかもしれないわよ。
Ha!
し
Yo, having an artifact really is a curse. Soda stares blankly at the vial in her hand. But after a few seconds, she looks back up at Sophie, her expression resolved. She came to a decision surprisingly quickly. I mean, I think I'd rather her be disabled than, you know, be gone.
でも使わなくても私消えるんだよね。
ええ、そうね。
じゃあ使うよ。それしかないじゃん。お兄ちゃんに言わなきゃいけないこともあるし。
What is it? Soda turns and looks at me. There's a fierce determination in her eyes. She shed all hesitation.
よし、じゃあ早速注射しちゃおう。もう消えちゃうかもってビクビクするのやだ。ってわけでお兄ちゃんお願いします。
Alrighty, wording.
俺か。
自分でやる勇気はありません。お願いします。
よし、わかった。
横になった方がいいわよ。急に意識を失うかもしれないから。
うっす、了解っす。
Soda hands me the syringe and lies down on my bed. She rolls up a pajama sleeve and stretches her bare arm out toward me.
腕にお願いします。腕に。
わかった。
お兄ちゃん、兄さん、兄上、顔が怖いんですけど。
いや、だってなあ。
Now I've gotten a closer look at it. The needle's practically as thick as those augers we used in art class in elementary school. It's massive. Curious, I pressed the tip against my finger. That hurts alright, but like Sophie said, it doesn't actually leave a mark. I'm not bleeding either. Cannot speak. Alright, I guess it'll be safe. Probably.
空のアーティファクトはどれ？
カバンの中。
このカバン？
違う、そう、そっち。小さい方。
あった。これは私が預かっておくわね。かける？いつでもいいわよ。
わかった。よし、やるぞ。
はい。
多分そこそこ痛いぞ。
You should have just done it. Be like 1, 2.
力抜け。そのままじっとしてろよ。
待って、カウントダウンするんで。
1, 2.
はいはい。じゃあ5。
私がするんで、私が言うんで、ゼロって言ったら刺して、ゼロって言ったら。
わかったわかった。
やべえ、注射怖え。じゃあ行くね。
ああ。
30。
長えよ、アホかよ。
10。
10でも長えな。
9、8、7、6。グイッツ
よし、そのままじっとしてろ。
おい、まだ6だろ。なんで刺した？なんで？
暴れんなって。
I hold Soda's arm in place and push down the button on the syringe. There's a slight hiss and the liquid in the vial slowly trickles into Soda.
くそいって
大丈夫か？
大丈夫ない。くそ痛い。気持ち悪い。キモ。
Sora goes limp, passed out. Wow, and with possibly the most unladylike expression I've ever seen. I gingerly pull out the needle, then gently close Sora's half-open eyes and mouth before getting to my feet.
大丈夫なのかこれ？
絶対にとは言い切れないけれど、あんなに元気があれば平気じゃないかしら。
Indeed, indeed.
本当に騒がしいわねこの子。
今朝は落ち込んでてやばかったけど、持ち直してくれてよかったよ。
契約の破棄には30分から数時間ね。個人差で大きく変わる。それと説明し忘れたけれど、契約が破棄されても消えた記憶が戻るとは限らないわよ。
It's possible the memories Sora's powers erased won't return?
いいさ。俺がしっかりと覚えている。
Wait, so what does that entail is what I'm confused about. What exactly are we?
そんな前向きなあなたにいいニュースよ。
あ、なんだよ。
フードのあの子が目覚めたわ。
は？
For a moment I doubt my ears. I don't know if that's good news. Ghost is back!
今？
たった今。
As soon as Sora went out, she really was holding her hostage. Oh god. The relief I felt upon saving Sora vanishes. Now, seriously? You've got to be kidding
タイ
me.
ミングが良すぎる。
そうね。こちらの状況を把握していると考えるのが妥当でしょうね。
今どこにいる？
さっきの言葉訂正するわ。たった今すでに目覚めていることを確認できた。
すでに？
消えた人間は追跡できないからレイヤって子をずっと監視していたのよ。空にアンブロシアが注入された直後にレイヤにあの子からメッセージが送られた。
How?
内容はちょっと待って、翻訳中。音声だったらすぐにわかるんだけれど
What?
文字は面倒ね。
高峰の様子は？
やっと返事が来たって喜んでいるわね。お待たせ、翻訳完了。
She's gonna say something of We're coming for you, Oni-chan.
ただの世間話を装っているけれど、こちらへのメッセージとも取れるわね。
教えてくれ。
今神社にいるそうよ。ああ、本当にいるわね。あらやだ、あの子独り言話し始めたわ。
独り言？なんで？
またよろしく頼むぜ、お兄ちゃん。
Of course, of course, of course. Something along those lines. I knew it. No doubt about it. Ghost is trying to provoke me. That's why she revealed herself now and sent a message to Takamine. What's more, she knows Sophie is monitoring her. And worse, she has an ally who's monitoring us as well. It's gotta be how she has all this information on us. No doubt. There's just no other way, right? Just telling us not to be in such a hurry to celebrate. Talk about twisted. However...
チャンスだな。
What chance, bro? I pull off my shirt. As I change into something suitable for going out, I turn to Sophie.
協力してくれないか？
まさか会いに行く気？
ああ。
Have you learned nothing? Oh my god, bro. Bro, what are you doing?
空を置いて。
あ
あなたらしくない決断に思えるけれど、一応聞きましょう。
Very unlike him.
あ。一つは、あいつの居場所が分かっていること。あいつその気になれば、いつでも空の能力を解除できた。このタイミングで姿を現したのは、そういうことなんだろう。
Oh, she's so much stronger than I thought.
だったらもっと早く解除すればよかったんだ。俺が空のことで右往左往しているうちに殺しに来ればよかったんだ。
Bro.
にもかかわらずしなかった。
Bro.
できなかったんじゃなく、しなかった。
He has to have some OP superpower or else he's cooked.
あいつは俺を舐め腐ってる。俺をビビらせて、優位に立って、 じわじわなぶり殺そうとしている。だから今がチャンスだ。あいつが油断しているうちに、
Okay.
あいつがどこにいるのか分かっているうちに。
Alright.
あな
Oh,
た、
I'm so sorry. I flashed Sophie a bitter smile before turning to the empty syringe on the table.
ずっと考えていた。どうすればこれから安心できるのか。
Oh, I see what he's gonna
空を不安
do.
にさせず
Or
に済む
try.
のか。そのためにはこれじゃダメだ。この霊薬でアーティファクトを全て奪っても、あいつは別のアーティファクトと再契約できる。
Not only that,
その方法を知っている。
but since she's been monitoring us, presumably, she's gotta know about the syringe that he has.
あいつがいる限り俺たちは狙われる。それじゃダメなんだ。
I'm telling you, you gotta slime. I'm not for the sliming, but if you have to slime, you have to slime.
あいつは再起不能にしなければいけない。そうしなければいけないんだ。
それがどういうことか
Yup.
分かって言っているのよね。
Let's slime her.
当然だろ。
Whoa.
そう。方法はどうするつもり？
俺にアーティファクトをくれないか。あいつに対抗できる力を俺に貸してくれ。
そうでしょうね。そう言うと思ったわ。
So, Sophie heaves a sigh. Right now, I'm powerless. The artifact originally bonded with still hasn't awoken. So I have to get an artifact I can use from Sophie and have her teach me how to forcibly form a contract with it. This is my only shot. I've got to persuade her. Finish changing, I'll look Sophie in the eyes.
頼むソフィー。
結論を出す前に最後まで聞かせて。
最後？
一つはって言ったでしょ。二つ目も三つ目も全部話して。
Oh yeah, you didn't finish that. I forgot.
ああ、そのことか。わかった。話す。二つ目は俺にも空の能力がかかっていること。今朝の時点で母親に忘れられてた。多分九条や結城の記憶からも消えてる。
He's going knowing that he may get slimed? And that's why he's okay with doing it now because the other ones don't remember him? Bro.
フードの子は覚えているわよ。不意打ちできるかもって考えているなら甘いんじゃないかしら。
それは分かってる。重要なのは九条と結城の方だ。
どういうこと？協力できないじゃない。二人の記憶が戻ることを期待して今は待った方がいいと思うけれ
Oh
ど。
no, please tell me I'm wrong.
逆だ。こういう言い方はなんだけど、二人が障害になるかもしれない。
ああ、そういうこと。
Sophie picks up on what I'm implying and I nod in confirmation.
九条も結城も正義感が強い。特に結城は正義にこだわっていた。九条は俺を止めると思う。結城は下手したら敵に回る。何にせよ絶対面倒なことになる。だから今しかない。二人に忘れられている今がチャンスなんだ。
ふーん、ドライな決断をするのね。
必要だからな。誰かがやらなくちゃいけない。
三つ目は？
あいつがこっちの状況をかなり正確に把握していること。多分住所もバレてると考えた方がいい。つまり家にいる間も安心できないってことだ。寝ている間に殺されるなんてこともあり得る。
I mean, I agree with a lot of this, but sacrificing yourself?
というかあいつはアーティファクトの収集が目的なんだ。契約を破棄された空のアーティファクトもあいつは欲しいんじゃないか。今すぐにでも乗り込んでこられたら俺は空を守りきれる自信がない。
その可能性もないとは言えないけれど。
分かってる。かなり低い。あいつがアーティファクトを使って人を殺すのは証拠を残さないためだと思う。だから住居侵入なんてリスクは冒さないはずだ。だがもしかしてという恐怖心を植え付けられた。警戒しないわけにはいかない。あいつが生きている限りずっとだ。ビクビクしながら毎日を過ごすことになる。いつあいつは殺しに来るんだろうってな。 それにあいつは契約を破棄したと知っていても空を狙う。自分を知っている人間をそのままにしておくはずがないから。どうせいつかはこっちから攻めなくちゃいけないんだ。それが今だ。今やるしかない。
納得できなくもないけれど、4つ目あるんでしょ？
How do you know that? Did he say he has a fourth?
カッコなんてつけず、あなたの本心を聞かせてほしいものね。
空が目覚めた時言ってやりたいんだ。全部終わったぞって。もう空に怖い思いはさせたくない。
I stared straight into Sophie's eyes. I can't believe she saw right through me. I came up with all these logical arguments, but Sophie was absolutely right. There's exactly one reason I want to end things right now. Dang, even... I think it says something that Sophie was able to see right through him. It's like she's gotten to know him more. I like that, meaning there's been more progression in whatever you call it is that they have as a relationship. I don't want Sora to be in danger. If that means harming someone else to keep her safe, I'll do it. It's that simple. For Sora's sake, I'm going to end this here and now. That's the only reason I need. Me too.
空いた容器返してくれる？
ああ。
Hand the syringe to Sophie. I guess this means she won't help me. How am I going to convince her to change her mind? I started desperately casting around for other arguments, but it seems that won't be necessary. So, Sophie unzips herself and swallows the vial along with my hand. I feel the weight of the vial disappear, but a second later something else falls into my palm. Surprised, I pull my hand back out. The syringe is gone, but something else has taken its place. A test tube, not unlike the syringe I just used. Returned to Sophie. It's filled with a strange silver liquid that resembles mercury.
これは
今あなたに渡せるアーティファクトはそれだけ。
This is an artifact?
その容器で休眠させているの。アーティファクトは使用者によってその姿を変えるけれど、休眠中はほぼ液体ね。この状態なら容易に体内に取り込める。
What? Inactive artifacts are liquid metal, basically? That's pretty sick.
体内に。それが
What?
強制的に契約を結ぶ方法なんだ。
It's actually really cool.
え？
I grip the test tube tightly as the warmth spreads through me. With this, I can finally fight.
ありがとう、ソフィー。協力してくれて。
もう覚悟は決めているみたいだし、魔眼を回収できるなら文句もないし。それにあなたが失敗しても他の枝に期待すればいいだけ。ローリスクハイリターン。かける価値はそれなりにある。
Sophie, don't be saying things like that when I was starting to finally respect you more. That's kind of mean, you know? God, she's so dang smug. But you know, I think this means Sophie finally trusts me. I think so too. At least a little more. A lot more. That makes me a little happy.
取り込む。この容器、さっきのみたいに注射器になってるのか？
いいえ、蓋を開けて飲み込みなさい。
そっか、物理的に取り込むのか。よし。
I take off the ornately decorated lid. The artifact burbles, expanding slightly. Guess this means it's awakening from its dormant state. Down the hatch then, before this thing disappears.
ためらわないわね、あなた。
The artifact sticks in my throat, refusing to go down. Oh, heck nah. That's such a bad feel. Choking, I suppress my gag reflex and force it down my throat. Oh, it's fighting for its life. If I were in a video game, this would be the moment for a bright light to envelop me and I'd get a cool victory jingle or something. Sadly, nothing of the sort happens. But I do feel sensation spread from my stomach through the rest of my body. It's as if something that isn't part of me is pouring its knowledge and will into every one of my blood vessels, slowly assimilating with me. Very, very descriptive.
なるほど。こういう感覚か。
今回は使い方がちゃんと分かったよね。
ああ、それにこのアーティファクトか。なんか因果を感じるな。
No, it's this branch.
大げさね。すぐに準備できるのがそれしかなかっただけよ。
How did Why did she have that on her in the first place? I think that's a good question.
とにかくありがとう。これならあいつとも十分にやり合える。
What? Where does confidence come from? I returned the empty test tube to Sophie before returning the soda. Fast asleep. I squat down next to her and stroke her hair. I'll be back soon, Soda. I promise. I'm gonna put an end to everything and then I'm coming back to you. Wait for me until then, Soda.
ソフィー、悪いが付き合ってもらうぞ。最後まで。
あなた一人で行っても返り討ちでしょうし、協力を求めたのはこっちだし、仕方ないわね。
I suppose I must.
今日は占いの結果も良かったし、付き合ってあげるわよ。
ありがとう。助かる。
せめて宮子がいてくれるといいのだけど、あの子は魔眼の天敵だから。
そうなのか？アーティファクトが見えてないと盗めないだろ
う。そうじゃなくて、あ、いいわ。説明が面倒。さっさと行きましょう。
Wait. That's not true. Remember, she could summon things that are in her proximity.
ああ。高坂先輩も力になってくれそうな気がするが、どうせスマホが使えない。連絡が取れない以上、一人で行くしかないな。
お人よしよね、あなた。
なんだよそれ。
一人で行くのは背負わせたくないからでしょ。他の子たちに。これからあなたがすることを。
そういうの分かってても言うなよな。野暮だぞ。
あなたが聞くからじゃない。
はいはい。
書き置きでもしてあげたら。起きてあなたがいなかったら泣き出すわよ。
ああ、そうだな。
Pull my notebook and a pen out of my school bag. Guess I can't tell Sora the truth. What do you mean? Pins me to lie to her, but I just write down, I'm making a quick trip to the convenience store, and one of the pages and rip it out. Put down my pen and look over at Sora and stroke her hair
言
again.
ってくれ。
And then I get to my feet and stride out of the living room without turning the lights off. Sophie floats alongside me, matching my pace.
せっかくあげたアンブロシア、持っていかないの？
契約の破棄が目的じゃない。それに、奪われてもしたらこっちがピンチだ。
それもそうね。
Sophie floats up and lands on my head. That's actually cute. I want to see a CG of that.
おい、なんだよ。
魔眼対策よ。
Okay.
うわ、なんだ？
Sophie stretches herself over my head and my vision goes black. Is it like a helmet? Minecraft helmet? But then a second later it returns to normal. Though it still feels like there's something wrapped around my head.
おい、なんだよ。何してんだよ。
鏡を見たらわかるわよ。
Look in the mirror! I wanna see! Sophie's voice sounds like it's coming from next to my ear. I obediently head to the mirror over the sink. The top half of my face is covered by a stretched out version of the creepy plushie that Sophie manipulates, so it's like a beanie. Freaky.
マスク？
そう。魔眼のトリガーは目と目が合うこと。条件が成立してしまったら、私がすぐに遮断した。
Why didn't we do that sooner? Everything goes dark again. A moment later, my sight returns. I get it now.
お前、変身までできるのか。
Bro.
すごいな。
That's so cool.
限界だもの。思い通りよ。
ふん。いいじゃん。ヒーローみたいだ。
I don't know, man.
本気？あなた、センス最悪ね。
おい、お前が言うなよ。
私を着こなせないあなたが悪いのよ。
はいはい。ゴーストはまだ神社にいるか？
ええ。
着いたらよろしく頼む。
任せてちょうだい。
Sophie undoes the transformation and returns to being a plain old plushie. Well, a plain old plushie that floats. I've got both an artifact and the defense against the evil eye. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
行こう。ソフィー。
Teaming up with Sophie? Oh!
やつと決着をつける。
That was so cool. I like this. Please don't die. We're at an hour 9, at least I am. I was thinking of wrapping up the video, but you know what? I feel like there's not a lot left to it, so I'm just gonna finish it up for you guys. Win, win, win for everybody.
まさか本当に来るとはな。
Ghost turns around the moment she senses me approaching.
期待に応えてくれて嬉しいぜ、鬼。
Her eyes widen in surprise. She furrows her brows for a moment, then bursts out laughing.
おいおい。なんだよそのマスク。アメコミのヒーローを見て。
I really want to see!
見せてくれよ。あれ、スーパーヒーロー着地。なあ、できんだろ。
Ghost clutches her stomach and doubles up with laughter. I just watch her outburst with cold, calm eyes. This would be a perfect opportunity for a surprise attack, but unfortunately she's still too far away. I take a few shuffling steps forward, but Ghost backs away and straightens up, looking at me.
笑った笑った。すげえなおい。どこで売ってたんだよそれ。
Her stigma appears on her face and her eye glows with a wicked light. At almost the same time, my vision goes dark, Sophie blocking the evil eye from me. A moment later, I can see again. Ghost scoffs at me.
対策済みってわけだ。ま、だよな。ギャグでそんなもんつけてこねえよな。石になったらどうしようかと思ったぜ。準備バッチリで来たってことはそうなんだよな。そういうつもりで来たってことでいいんだよな。
She talks so much. Can we slime her already?
お前を止めに来た。
だよな。いいね、そそるぜ。話し合いに来たとか言われたら興ざめだ。やっとその気になってくれて嬉しいぜ。
Ghost dons an evil grin. And a moment later, the back of her hand starts to glow. I sweep my hand to the side and a wall of fire blocks Ghost's invisible lance. Sparks dance through the air. I make a fist with my stigma-branded hand and pillars of flame leap up around us. That is so cool. No way! The artifact I'm using is the very one that belonged to the student who nearly burned down the school. That is so cool. The power Kujo stole from him now belongs to me. It really does connect, whoever said that. Like, it's all connecting very beautifully. Like, bro! I like this. It's so sick.
今回はあっさり出したな。ファイヤースターターか。かっけえな、羨ましいぜ。
As always, Ghost doesn't look perturbed in the slightest. She shoves her hands into her pockets and grins sardonically. She's underestimating me. It's true that she has more artifacts and more experience with those artifacts, so maybe it's natural she's looking down on me. She's not so much stronger that I have no chance at all. On the way here, Sophie explained something to me.
ユーザー同士の戦い、特に肉体に損傷を与えられない能力を有した者同士の戦いは精神力の勝負になるわ。
I've said this before with this track before, but isn't this track so freaking sick? I feel like this is something you would hear in a Final Fantasy game. It sounds so cool.
あなたの炎は魂を焼く。あの子の槍は魂を貫く。
Your flames burn away the soul, much as that girl's spear pierces the soul.
私のような原体は傷を負うけれど、あなたたちの肉体は痛みこそあれど傷つかない。魂の強さは心の強さ。心を強く持てば魂も揺るがない。つまりどちらが先に相手の心を折るか、そういう戦いになるわ。勝機があるとすればそこね。
We're fighting for someone. Is she fighting for someone? Yeah, I don't think so.
心を強く。何者にも屈することのない折れない心を。
You cannot lose. There's someone I need to protect at all costs. I can't afford to lose here no matter how tough it gets. My flames and ghost spears are powered by our souls, our hearts. Fundamentally, they're the same power. And just now I proved they can cancel each other out. I can win this. With this new power, I've got a chance.
いいね。そのマスクもマジに見えてきたぜ。 マジでヒーローだ。俺はヴィラン。そそるシチュエーションだぜ。一方的にやっちまうのもいいんだが、せっかくこんな力をもらったんだ。一回はガチの殴り合いをしてみたくてよ。はあいいね、ライバルの出現だ。待っていたぜ、こんなシチュエーション。
Ghost snickers. Then she strains her back and glares at me. Bewitching light glows in her pupils.
さあ始めようぜ、
Oh,
お兄ちゃん。
that's really cool. Wow, I didn't know Ghost was packing like that. I'm sorry, I just had to point that out. I wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry. Behind her, countless spears materialize out of thin air. You've got to be kidding me. She can make that many? She fires all of those at once. There's no way I can defend against them all.
落ち着きなさい。あれだけ派手にやれば消耗も早い。むしろ好都合よ。
I hear Sophie's voice coming from the mask, but that doesn't really tell me how to defend myself against it. She claims that only I'll be able to hear her. Okay. We want to avoid Ghost finding out that she's here, so instead of answering, I touch my mask to let her know I heard.
あなたはできる限り消耗を抑えなさい。無茶をすればスティグマの侵食を早めて自滅するわよ。
Right. We erode. Right. I tap my mask again to convey that I understand. Fortunately, Ghost's attacks always fly in a straight line. Even if she throws 1,000 spears at me, it won't be hard to read their trajectory. Stay calm. I can handle this.
何ぼーっとしてやがる。来いよ、殺し合おうぜお兄ちゃん。それともビビって動けねえか？あ？
相変わらずペラペラうるせえよ。
I sweep my arm down and a pillar of fire rushes along the ground toward Ghost. Without moving a finger, Ghost fires the volley of spears at me. He blasts through my flames and heads straight for me. I leap to the side and form a shield of fire to block Ghost's follow-up attack on my new position.
いいねどんどん行くぜ。
くそ。
I leap to the side again, and once again I put up a shield of fire to block the follow-up attack.
おら、どうしたどうした。
Another hail of spears rains down. I dodge, then block. The cycle repeats itself over and over. I would love to see this animated, like it's an anime. Even though Ghost hasn't moved an inch, I've been forced to scurry all across the shrine grounds. Worse, I've been stuck on the defensive the whole time.
リーチの差がありすぎるわね。なんとかして接近しなさい。
I know that.
おい、どうしたよ。かかってこいよ。
うるせえ。
I continue warding off Ghost's attacks as I desperately search for a way to close the distance. From what I can tell, her spears don't get any weaker the further you travel. On the other hand, my flames deteriorate with range. I can't tell if it's because I need more practice or what, but I can't even create them unless I swing my arms. On the other hand, she... This time my shield doesn't make it in time and one of the spears lances my arm. She can fire off her attacks as quick as thought and with no warning. At this rate, she'll just keep chipping away at me until I'm ground down to nothing. Sophie told me to use as little of my power as possible. But if I want to break this vicious cycle, I'm gonna have to risk playing a gambit.
特攻かよ。
I surround myself in a wreath of flame and sprint at Ghost. No matter how many spears hit me, I just grit my teeth and keep charging. Are we doing a Captain Irwin? Oh god. Most of the spear's force is blocked by my flame armor, reducing the pain to a level I can withstand through sheer willpower. I'm charging blindly without any real plan in mind. What matters is that Sophie was right. Before I can do anything else, I need to get closer. The only thing I can see working is hitting Ghost with a full power flame blast at point blank range. But before I can do that,
結局やけくそかよ。くだらねえ。
swing my arm to the side, throwing a wave of fire at Ghost who's trying to back away.
おいおい、どこ狙ってやがる。
My flames slip past Ghost and create a huge pillar of fire behind her. One more.
外れだ。下手くそ。
Ghost sneers. She's probably trying to rile me up and make me lose my cool. Too bad. I'm about to wipe that crap-eating grin off your face. I ignore the barrage of spears she hurls my way and keeps closing in. Ghost tries to back away again, but then realizes what's behind her. Her arrogant sneer vanishes. She's finally realized. I've boxed her in from all sides with a wall of fire. Her path of retreat is cut off. I wasn't aiming for you in the first place.
やってくれるじゃねえか。
I know from experience that if she jumped through the flames, she'd get through without taking much damage. But she doesn't know that, she hesitates. That half second of hesitation is all the opening I need.
ゴースト
てめえ
Dodge her last desperate shot and charge forward, keeping my body low. You're mine now. Take this.
なんてな。
I reach out to grab her by the collar, but my hand catches on the air. I'm so surprised that I trip over my own feet and crash to the ground. What the heck just happened? There's no way I missed her at that distance. She couldn't have dodged because of the flames. Yet she's still gone. Did she jump through the flames knowing she'd still take some damage? No, she didn't. She just up and disappeared. She's vanished right in front of my eyes.
まさか今のが奥の手ってわけじゃねえよな。
Her mocking voice calls out from behind me. There's no way she traveled that far in such a short notice.
念願のユーザー同士のバトルなんだ。もう少し頑張ってくれよ、お兄ちゃん。
Grinning, Ghost leaps into the sky. A second later, she hits the ground. Directly in front of me. Scramble to my feet and swing a fist at her, but her Ghost leaps backward and disappears once more. She lands 30 feet away from where she started. She has instant transmission. Oh my god.
お兄さんこちらってな。
She can teleport. Just how many artifacts does this monster have?
さあ次はどうする？もうネタ切れか？
なわけねえだろ。
Pure bluff. Honestly, I'm panicking right now. Can't believe she kept up power like this hidden the whole time.
かける、もう十分頑張ったわ。今は引きなさい。あなたには無理よ。
When Sophie is like panicking, you better listen to Sophie. I bite my lip in frustration. Sophie's right, I've got no cards left to play. This isn't a battle I can win with guts alone. Bro, Chacho, but we just said that she could probably track you home. I need to close in on her, or I've got no chance of winning. But given her abilities, that's impossible. No matter how close I get, she can just teleport away. My fists won't be able to reach her. I should regroup and try again after formulating a plan like Sophie said. But how am I going to get away from someone who can teleport? Besides, this is still...
おいおい。
I once again wreathed myself in flaming armor. Go slip, twist into a sneer. It's a battle of wills, nothing more. Are you dead serious? Listen to Sophie! What good would it do to run away? Might as well just give up now. I mean, I guess too, but like the way Sophie said that, you know, she can summon an infinite number of spears and she can teleport. But so what? She keeps using all this power, she's gonna run out of gas first. We don't actually know that for sure. We don't. Like, it's possible, but we don't know how much stamina or power she has. For all we know, she could go way longer than he can, and then he's dead. I just have to hold out until she's exhausted, which could take a long time. I'll keep getting back up, no matter how many times it takes.
結局それかよ。
Ghost sighs. Say whatever you want, but I'm never giving up. Batter your spirit until it breaks.
がっかりだぜ、たく。もういいよ、お前。
Countless spears rise up from the ground, piercing me everywhere. She's capable of this? Rushing in blindly isn't going to work. I burn away the spears embedded in me and dodge the next wave Ghost fires by running in a zigzag pattern. Something stabs me in the back, and I feel another hit and another in the thigh and shoulder. One after another, Ghost spears slam into me. She's predicting my movements. Stumbling, I manage to brace myself enough to stay on my feet. takes every last ounce of my willpower to keep from losing consciousness.
ダメね。あの子戦い慣れている。もう無理よ、かける。
Do you hear the panic in Sophie's voice? Oh my god. Does that mean Sophie wouldn't be able to beat her? Really? I really didn't think Ghost was this powerful. Bro, this is insane. Doesn't matter if Sophie's right, I can't heed that warning. I still haven't fallen, which means I can keep going. Dude! But how am I supposed to fight back? I thought I was real cool coming here alone, telling myself it was all for Soda's sake. I was so sure that as long as I didn't give up, I could win. Now here I am, a pathetic wreck.
ちょこまか動くのはもう終わりか？あ？
Ghost once again summons countless spears behind her. I've learned from the start that the odds are against me, which is why I've got to think, and keep on thinking. There's got to be some way to survive this, some way to smash your spirit.
くだらねえ。無駄な時間だったぜ。
Oh, come on, you just called me your rival. Yeah, ain't no way, bro. I feel silly for even thinking Kakeru had a chance for her just because he got an artifact. Ghost creates another wall of spears, this one protecting her. Think. I haven't given in yet. I haven't lost yet.
終わりにしようぜ、お兄ちゃん。
I fear it may be over.
ふざけんな！
I've gotta buy time. I desperately shoot out a wave of fire.
いいね。まだ元気じゃねえか。
Ghost vanishes along with her spears. I sense something behind me and roll around.
反応もいいな。いいじゃねえか。まだ楽しめそうだ。
Ghost throws her head back and laughs. Her wall of spears isn't next to her anymore. In fact, there's not a single spear around there. Wait, does that
さ
mean...
あ、次は何をしてくれるんだ？
Clone? No. She summons another army of spears. I can't be sure, but maybe... What if she can't use more than one artifact at the same time? She's focused on summoning spears, that means she can't teleport. In that
なんか
case...
ひらめいたか、マスクマン。じゃあ第2ラウンド始めようぜ。
Ghost points her finger at me. Her wall of spears tilts toward me. I kick off the ground and make a break for Ghost. Go on, attack me. I dare you.
おい、またそれかよ。ふざけんな！
That's the first time I've heard her sound angry. Ghost takes aim and...
死ね、バカが！
launches her spears. This is my chance.
バカはてめえだ！
I swing my right hand forward and bring forth a curtain of fire. I then thrust my left hand out, shooting off a barrage of fireballs. If she wanted to dodge, she'll have to erase her spears. If she prioritizes attacking me, she'll get hit by my flames too. And no matter how much I get hurt along the way, I'm not about to cancel my own powers. I'll burn her to ash. So what's it gonna be, Ghost?
やっぱバカはお前だぜ。
She disappears. She chose to dodge, but her spears didn't go anywhere. Oh, a horde of spears fills my vision. There's no time to run or guard. Cover my head, but the gesture proves pointless. Swarming spears plunge through my arm and bury themselves in my skull, ripping my mask to shreds. Sophie's presence vanishes. My whole body is skewered through as excruciating pain assaults my brain. Can't afford to fall, I can't. But